When you look at the housing situation in Germany, you can see that there is a lack of affordable housing in the fast-growing regions. This demand does not only affect big cities, but also growing rural regions.
18 teams, 11 countries, an international competition for young and creative students, building 18 houses in Wuppertal, energy efficient and social aware.
Hello, great to meet you. For the first time, we're here with 3 people. First of all, tell me who you are and where you're from. What team are you on and what is your role in your team?
Hello, we're the team Deeply High, a joint team from 2 countries. My name is Annika and I'm a master architecture student at the University of Applied Science in Lübeck in north of Germany. I'm one of the student leaders on the German side and support the architecture team and the communication.
Hi, I'm Ali. I'm from Turkey in Istanbul Technical University, and my bachelor is mechanical engineering. I'm studying in the industrial design as a master degree. I'm another one of the student leaders from Turkey, and I'm supporting the engineering side and the design issues from our side.
Why am I talking to 2 people right now? What is the story behind this?
We are a joint team from 2 countries, from Germany and from Turkey. So we are together as one team.
Okay, what is your project name and what is the meaning of it?
The team name is Deeply High, and it means that we are deeply concerned about urban sustainability and aware of high sustainable quality. It also refers to our chosen urban situation because we want to go high above with a vertical extension.
What is your personal motivation as students to participate in this project?
For me, on the one hand, it's the idea behind the whole project of creating and building a housing module for a certain social question. But on the other hand, of course, the teamwork and the experience you gain.
For me, it's all about achieving sustainable lifestyle while creating energy efficient living space and improve lifestyle and making positive impact on our community. Actually, I'm trying to working on the sustainability issues in my master degree. And also the last Solar Decathlon experience that I and Annika has participated in Africa was really educational and funny. And I thought I want to have a part of the next competition too, because I get a lot of great memories, experiences, and the friends from there.
What can your experiences, how can they help you? Or can you help your team members with these experiences?
And actually our Solar Decathlon journey from my university side, beginning in the Solar Decathlon China in 2017. But there was some accident during that period, and my universities weren't able to build their house, their design in China. And then we improved our design and participated in Africa. We took a lot of information from the previous teammate, and actually some of our friends are still a part of the previous teammate too. We are constantly keeping contact with them and asking the question, especially about during that period, the deliverables. We're trying to get as much as information we get.
Like Ali said, we took part in the last Solar Decathlon in Africa and Morocco last year. We are kind of the same team at the moment, but we had another team when we went to Morocco with the Moroccan team. So now it's a joint team again. So it's really, really cool that we were neighbors before and now we are one team. So it really helps that we already experienced the Solar Decathlon.
Now, first steps have been taken and you have an idea about your project. What is your project and how did you come up with it?
When you look at the housing situation in Germany, you can see that there is still a lack of affordable housing in the fast-growing regions. And this demand does not only affect big cities, but also growing rural regions. And especially in suburbs, you find multifamily houses with 2 or 3 stories. And these houses are perfect for our vertical extension. So as soon as we read the SDE regulations, we knew that we will choose a housing situation in North Germany with exactly this kind of building.
Why did you choose the place? Can you tell me a bit about that? What was the reason that you chose that?
We have chosen Großhansdorf. It's a town in North Germany because it's a great example for the explained housing situation. It's close to Hamburg, a major city with a population of more than 1.8 million. And the ex-proximity to Hamburg encouraged the attraction of living in Großhansdorf and commute to Hamburg for work. In Großhansdorf, there is a settlement of 9 multifamily houses, which are perfect for our vertical extension. And it's also close to Lübeck and our university.
What have you enjoyed most about the project so far, or what have you enjoyed last time? Maybe that would be interesting to know.
As we mentioned before, the previous competition, we were neighbors. We built each houses next to us. I'm really happy to be there. So far, it's the most great experience, and I think that I enjoyed most to take a chance to working together again, because it's a really great opportunity for us. We will see each other again, and we realized that before we have the same concerns about the sustainability and the urban situation.
Yeah, right now for me it's that we finally can start working together again after this delay. We just started and we are really happy to work on the project right now.
The SE21 is the first urban edition of the Solar Decathlon Europe. How do you think that your ideas or your project can have an impact on sustainable cities of the future?
With the current developments and the cities becoming more and more crowded and to densify its population, and our main focus is creating more energy efficient building while keeping it in low cost and more sustainable. So we are bringing the nature back to the cities. Actually, our focus is that. As we did in the Solar Decathlon Africa, we turned our faces on the natural solution. Currently, we are working on the algaes, and it has a great potential in terms of energy efficiency, air quality, and the waste management. That kind of natural solutions are key of the subject sustainable future.
In the last few months, many people have only been able to work virtually. This is one of the reasons why the main event of the SE21 has been postponed to the summer of 22. How is the situation right now in your areas? And how does it currently influence your work?
Right now, we are all back to home office and online meeting. But because we are a team with members from 2 different countries, we are not able to meet each other personally anyway. But of course, for internal meetings in Istanbul or Lübeck, it would be great to have the chance to meet each other. It not really affect us right now. So it's kind of good that we are a mixed team.
So how's the situation in Istanbul right now?
Currently, the COVID cases numbers of the really increasing so fast in the last couple of months, and we'll go back to the restrictions again. After some hours, we can't go out to the streets. We are mostly doing in the online meetings together right now. It's tough, but like Annika has mentioned, our mainly working process was online too within the 2 countries, so it's not too much affected us in that point.
Do you think that on the long run, this COVID-19 time can lead to a changed view of housing and building when we think about flexibility or when we think about community or nature?
It will make a great change in our thinking, because as we saw in the global lockdown, when we step back and take back the job to the nature, it will improve yourself. It will heal itself, actually. And we saw it in Venice. The dolphins go back to the rivers, and our streets, the animals go back to the cities. And I think it shows us, if we change our way of living, what might happen. I think in that point of view, it will change our living style. And also we realize that we can work in the home office. We don't have to be in the physical offices on the physical works anymore. So I think it will change our dynamics of the house. I think the next houses will have one more room for the home offices and the other purposes.
So last question for you two is, have you been to Wuppertal? And if yes, how did you like it? Or if no, what do you know about Wuppertal so far?
Yes, I've been there once, but only to pick up a bike I bought before. So I've never been to the city center or anything else. So I can't really say whether I like it or not. I saw some pictures. I even watched a movie about it. I really can go there and I really want to really soon. But because our housing situation or our chosen situation is near Lübeck anyway, it's not really necessary to go there right now. And it's good because, we are not supposed to go traveling.
I never been to Wuppertal, but when I saw the competition was held in the Wuppertal, I made my search and I saw that your train in the hanging out. And I found it really interesting because one of my favorite books in the Fahrenheit 451, and there was a movie in it from 1966, and I saw that train system there too. So I'm really excited to see in the Wuppertal, in the live version. Maybe I can feel it much more in that novel.
Thank you very much for right now. I hope to see you very soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much.